Hello, it's Burgess Taylor. Today, we're going to talk about first line, hot and sticky summer novel writing challenge. We're going to give you my first line, and we're going to have a little bit of a coffee chat. I did a video Friday. It's Saturday, about midday now, and I was in the middle of editing it, and we had some really bad storm and rain and some lightning and some thunder, and we lost power for a couple of hours. I restored it, and it didn't save properly, I guess, because the power went out, my computer went off. I have to redo it. So instead of going through all of that, I figured we'd just do a little bit of coffee chat, talk about how the writing's going. First line of my novel, Curse of Seven, is: we all die, it's a fact of life, but when someone you love is murdered, the weight of it sits heavy in your heart and mind. Oh, that coffee's so good. I am writing. I am doing a little bit of art, keeping up things. We can see, this is how June is looking so far. That was the first, the second, Friday, and today. So yesterday was National Donut Day, and I did have donut. I had a raspberry-filled donut. On the way to take my son to work yesterday morning, there was a really big turtle in the middle of the road, right where we turn off of our street onto the main street. I parked my car at the stop sign, jumped out of my car, stopped traffic, moved the big turtle to safety, got back in my car, took my son to work. My son said I looked like a mad woman dashing out in the middle of the street. Thus, the turtle and the road, along with my donut for National Donut Day. Thursday night, we had a talk about some things. We do that over dinner. There wasn't really much on TV because they've been doing all the season finales and they're pretty much over. We watched an older movie with Lawrence Fishburne called Bad Company. And during the commercials and during part of the movie, we were talking about he's going to start playing acoustic shows and stuff again. He's getting back into his music other than just at home. Because when he was over the road and then with this topsy-turvy schedule, he didn't really have the time. For the past couple of years, he hasn't really had the time. He was over the road for a few years. And I went out on the road with him a lot. You'll see some of my videos. He hopefully will have time to devote to his music and stuff. He's been practicing and things like that. We were talking about what he wants to do with that, and we were talking about my writing, and I showed him some books by new authors. Some were from YouTube and others weren't. For example, a few years ago, I showed him a video of a writing cave. It ended up being Colleen Hoover, and it was right when she first started publishing her books in paperback. She hadn't gotten huge quite yet then when she did the video. I loved her writing cave. I loved some of the stuff that she had to say. That's how I got into her books. I saw her video about her writing cave. And then I showed him Lindsay Mead's book, The Beast, the cover and the emblems for every chapter and how it's set up and stuff. He liked those little emblems on each chapter. He held the book and he told me, he said, I want to see your book. I want to be holding your book. And I told him for the past little bit of time, I felt like maybe it should just be a part-time hobby instead of doing it full-time, because I feel guilty. I feel guilty because I can't spend enough time with family. I feel guilty because there are times when I don't really want to go do things that are going on because I need to write, because I'm really into the story. I'm in a really good place, and if I stop, then I don't, And I feel guilty because during the day, instead of cleaning the house and doing the laundry and things like that, I'm writing. I'm, making videos, editing videos and stuff. And he told me, he said, I want you to write. He said, you need to pick a time, get on that schedule and pick a time from in the morning till in the afternoon. He said, and that's your time to write. He said, cut your phone on vibrate. Let everybody know this is your job. This is when you will be at work. And unless it's an emergency, not to contact you. And he said, if you want to take breaks like you do sometimes and get up and go do some dishes or go fold a little bit of laundry, go vacuum a little bit so that you're up and out of the chair. He said, by all means do that. He said, don't feel like you have to do that. He said, because you don't. He said, we can split it up. And he works really long hours. And even when they switch him next week back to his regular job, he'll still be working rather long hours. He's barely able to kind of pick up after himself, and he does do that pretty well. He's such a sweetheart. Yesterday, when I left to go pick up my son from work, and he had to work last night, while I was gone, he washed the dishes and he vacuumed the living room. Quick. Nothing, I mean, it didn't take a whole lot of time because I had washed dishes the night before, so there wasn't like a whole lot of dishes. I was in the middle of dinner was cooking when I left to go get my son. And he said, you can all pitch in. We'll all pitch in and do a little something. He said, that way it'll help you. He said, now on, that's your time to write. Now, the weekends are going to be a little bit of a different matter. On the weekends he's working, I'll be able to put in extra time on my writing. But on the weekends when he's not working, I'll be able to do a little bit in the morning. I can divvy up a little bit of time for, like, say an hour, hour and a half, get a little bit of writing done, and then I'll have the rest of the day. So I won't have as much time on the weekends to devote to my writing. So well during the week, but that's with any job. So, and he told me, whatever, you don't feel guilty because you're doing this. Don't feel guilty. So it's easier said than done. I've been talking about on and off for a couple of years now about treating my writing like a job, like taking it serious. So much easier said than done. So this is a really great opportunity this summer, using this summer writing challenge in Camp NaNoWriMo that will be in July. Taking the right to write and finding water and making them work for me, because that's my biggest thing, is feeling guilty and the self-doubt, that fear, which leads to procrastination and things like that. So I'm super excited though, because I am in the process of getting things over here organized. I don't know if you can see, but Mr. Rockstar and I finally finished putting up that little shelf, and that has a lot of my craft supplies in it, like pens and little things like that. And I have some stuff on my desk that I'm about to clean off, put in the other drawer, the one that's empty in that little shelf. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. I hope your writing is going well, your reading, your art, everything and anything that you are doing. Part of this whole trying to live a more creative life means that I'm doing things that make me happy. I'm chronicling little things. I hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching. Bye.